It's the start of June 2019 here at Henssler Financial, and we found 3 important things to focus on in the market this month. Number 1, tariffs. There wasn't a lot of positive to speak of for market sentiment in May, and it all started with tariffs. The U.S. administration raised tariffs on $200 billion in Chinese goods to 25% from 10%. This came alongside import bans across many of the G20 on Huawei products. China retaliated with $60 billion in tariffs and hinted at a potential export ban on rare earth metals, a key element in a number of electronics. The U.S. also levied tariffs on the likes of Mexico and India. We look to the end of June at the G20 summit for perhaps a pivot to some progress between these nations, but for now things are moving in the wrong direction. Number 2, global trade, which leads us to the next side effect, falling global trade. Looking at monthly trade statistics from the IMF, the year-over-year change in exports is setting cycle lows across advanced economies. Exports from advanced economies to the world are the weakest since 2009. In this context, it provides more gravity to trade negotiations as volume and activity keep the global economy growing. Looking forward, with trade and global growth down, we'll see if the Fed becomes more accommodating at their June meeting in spite of inflation caused by tariffs. Number 3, Chinese banks. The People's Bank of China has had their hands full. In 2017, China passed the Eurozone as the world's largest banking system by assets at $33 trillion and has continued to climb since to $42 trillion. This led to questions of, is the sector too large? And we may be slowly getting our answer. Baosheng Bank was seized by the Chinese government in May. This is a smaller regional bank in China with $83 billion in assets, but has rattled investors and forced the PBOC to inject $36 billion in liquidity into the interbank market. There are few signs this may happen, and creditors are currently unsure what amounts they may recover. This has brought more reproach on the nearly 20 banks delaying their reporting of 2018 annual financials. In fact, auditors at Bank of Jinzhou, an over $100 billion bank, resigned just days ago. This is not a good sign and sparks fears that China may suffer the fate of the U.S. banking sector in 2008. And that's been your Market Minute for the month of June. Thanks for listening.